guys, Bitcoin has is starting to take off, and XRP is taking over the market and leading the market just like we expected last night. So let's get everyone notified on what's going on, and then we can dive right into this, guys. Let's see, Twitter. If you're not a part of all these different platforms, you are messing up. That's 2. That's 3. And we are live. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's figure out why it pumped. Let's see how far it's going to go. Happy Memorial Day to you guys. So if you are from the U.S., remember why we are celebrating this. I am military myself, so really do appreciate all you guys' support. And remember why we are actually having this extended weekend. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. So this is the Bitcoin chart. Actually, before I do that, let's go into the XRP chart, because that's the one that is really leading this pump here. So if we go to the 4-hour here, let's go to the BTC pairing actually, and I can show you exactly what I've been looking at on XRP. Why has this pump been happening? Like what is the reasoning? And there is a damn good one as to why it's happening. Let's go to Discord. I'm going to show you guys what I posted last night. I said, look, XRP is looking really good here. It broke out for a falling wedge, showing tremendous strength through the drop. There's an all-time high on shorts open. USD pairing has bounced off with the support and daily 200 moving average. Ripple got a major victory today in the SEC case. Lots to go over here, guys. However, this right here is the reason as to why the market has taken off. XRP is leading this sucker. Like, look at this. XRP is... There's BAND as well. Make that very clear. BAND is another one I will be going over in this video. But XRP is the major market cap coin that is leading this market. So you got to remember, right? When you go to coin market cap, and you can see how much money is in each one of these, it takes a lot more money to move the market. So, for instance, XRP right here, it's up 14%. So 14% means there's an extra probably, what, $5 billion in the market, right? If you relative that down to BAND, BAND protocol, there's only, is that right? Is that seriously all that's in the market? Only 100 no way. That can't be true. I think it actually is. That's insane, guys. Okay, so BAND, for instance, only has $186 million in the market cap. So BAND, to get that amount, only at $50 million. XRP is several billion dollars. That's why, even though BAND's leading the market right now, realistically, XRP has the most money in it, which is why I'm telling you that XRP is the one that's causing all these the coins to actually absolutely explode. I didn't actually post it. I didn't. All right, here we go. My bad on that. All right, cool. Awesome. We are up. So let's think about this. So XRP is leading the market just like we expected here. And the reason as to why it did is because we broke out of this trend line. Okay, you guys can see how well this trend line has held. On the log chart, pretty similar. So log and regular chart are pretty dang similar on here, but you can see we had 1 touch, 2 touch. You zoom in, you guys can see this even more in depth. 1 touch, 2 touch. We tested it last night, came back below it, and then we busted up overnight. This right here is a reason as to why we actually exploded upwards. And yeah, like it was a really easy play when you have we have 2 solid resistances that have been formed, and you actually have 2 wicks. Just connect the 2 together, draw a line, and I'm telling you guys, I know that sounds stupid, but it honestly does work. Whenever you bust above that trend line, it will take off. It's really easy. I can get my YouTube up real quick. I'm totally forgetting to watch my chat. If you guys are in here, give me a heads up. Let me know what's going on. Whatever charts you guys want me to go over in this stream, like, let me know so we can make it happen, y'all. All right, awesome. All right. So yeah, that's what we're looking at on the BTC pairing. If we go over here to the US dollar pairing, we have also a lot of other good stuff happening in XRP. So if we zoom out, is this my level? Yes, it is. Awesome. You zoom out, it's the high time frame, the monthly level. Okay. On the monthly level, we've been looking at this chart quite a few times. You should be pretty familiar with it. You have this massive monthly breaker, and this is the only monthly breaker that exists in this chart besides way down here. Well, sure enough, as you can see, it tested it once, tested it twice, came back up here, tested it 3 times, 4 times, busted above, came back in, did a solid retest inside that breaker, and now we're accelerating the upside. That's awesome. And today is the monthly close. So as long as we close above this monthly breaker, which I think is pretty reasonable at this point, that is a very solid retest and reclaim of this monthly breaker. That's awesome, guys. Like, this is a beautiful retest. I think XRP has a long ways to go before this is over. All right, make that very clear. Now, we also have this weekly breaker right here. On the weekly breaker, we go here. It's a more targeted area, right? So this weekly breaker right here, tested it once, tested it twice, 3 times, busted above, and then hit that weekly breaker as well. Then if you go to the 200 moving average on the daily, it tapped it and bounced off of it. That's all that I'm talking about here. So broke out for falling trend line on the BTC pairing. It showed tremendous strength. Whenever Bitcoin is dropping, XRP held up like a boss. USD pairing bounced off of weekly support and monthly support and the 200 DA. Now, another thing I'm going to go over real quick is going to be the shorts. All the open shorts that are open on this chart. So as you, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, fantastic. There we are. Holy hell. The shorts were up here. When you have a short position, that is actually bullish pressure on the market because these shorts have to close eventually. And what happened here? They all got closed. All of those shorts got completely liquidated here. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is exactly the sort of short squeeze I was expecting on here. So all those open shorts, and this is a massive, massive amount of shorts. Look at this, all-time high charts. All-time high number of shorts up here, and this was prime opportunity to just wreck the market. And absolutely that's what happened. So this is a very legitimate short squeeze, okay? So all those things about GME and everything else people talking about short squeezes, this is a short squeeze. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This was a beautiful short squeeze. And I know it may not look like much, but this is exactly what happened here. That was here to here, what, 15% move, okay? 15% move. This is more than double the amount of money you can make or you average to make in the normal traditional stock market in a year. And this happened in 2 4-hour candles, okay? Within 24 hours, you made double the amount of money you would make on a normal portfolio on the stock market over the course of a year. So yes, this is a short squeeze. Yes, it did play out. Are we done? I don't know yet. Okay, we're going to dive into that. I wanted to go over XRP in the very beginning, let you guys know how incredibly bullish this is. Oh, and the other thing I want to go over on XRP is this. Let's see, where's it at? XRP. Everyone's talking about it. Okay, the reason why, there's a massive case that was decided yesterday, or not necessarily a case, but it was essentially what happened is Ripple's being sued by the SEC, right? We all know that if you're a part of that coin, and that's why you cannot find XRP anywhere because they delisted off all the exchanges. So Ripple has been fighting against it, and what they're doing is the Ripple is trying to claim a fair notice defense and everything else. So a lot of stuff that goes into this. The point is, Ripple had a major win yesterday and basically shut down the SEC's argument. And because of that, a lot of us are expecting a settlement soon or the case to get entirely dropped. So because of that, that's going to create a massive, massive bullish pressure on the market to explode upward once this does happen. So overall, very, very healthy. And I do like what XRP is bringing to the table. I think it makes very a lot of sense. I think this is just the beginning of XRP. Make that extremely clear. It is my largest holding, and for damn good reason. So I think that once XRP's case does get dropped or a settlement is reached and it gets relisted on exchanges, this thing is going to absolutely explode, right? If you go to the weekly chart, you guys can see, oh, wrong chart. Let's go to this one. There we are. We didn't even breach the previous all-time high, okay? Like, this is pretty dang uncommon for most of the charts. Go over here, ADA completely annihilated the all-time high. Algo, I'm sure it did too, right? Oh, it actually didn't either. Oh, that's not really fair. That was an IPO or an initial listing, which just dropped the price from there. I'm not really necessarily going to cover that, but obviously BTC, you go over here, this is the previous BTC high, right? You can see how much of a laggard that XRP is compared to the rest of the market. And once this case does get dropped and this negative pressure does get dropped, this thing's going to absolutely explode, guys. I'm so excited about what's going to happen. If you go to the XRP pairing or the BTC pairing on XRP, you can see the exact same thing. Like, there is a lot of room here to just absolutely explode. This is the previous all-time high on the BTC pairing. We're way down here, all right? Like, insane. We are currently, let's see, get it real quick. From the all-time high, oh, can't even grab it. From the all-time high to our current levels, we are 88% down from the all-time high on the BTC pairing. Okay, that is an incredible amount of potential we have in this market. I think we can absolutely just explode. How high we're going to get to, I don't know. Okay, I honestly don't. But is it unreasonable to at least get to these major levels over here? I need to take off the magnet. And even that right there would be a 60% increase, even to the most conservative target on what to expect here. I believe this is a 3-week or a monthly level. Let's see. I guess monthly. Yes. This conservative monthly level is still 61% up. And there's nothing here except for that point right there when it starts exploding upwards. Like, there's a tremendous amount of potential here, guys. So I'm really, really confident that XRP is going to have a massive explosive move once the whole SEC thing is dropped. And with the case ruling yesterday, with everything else playing out, I think that's going to happen really, really dang soon. So I'm super, super excited. I'm super pumped. I think it's going to do great, great things. All right, so now let's go back and now let's go through our progressions real quick. First thing we always do in any sort of stream is check out our Bitcoin dominance, right? That's what we always do, and I'm sort of just made a little bit different this time. However, this is what we need to be doing when we start a stream. So let's see. Weekly level, what's being established here? We have this weekly breaker, this weekly breaker, this weekly breaker. Those are the three we're currently ranging between. If we go to the daily, see even more information here. We have this breaker, we have this breaker, and that's about it. All right, so yesterday or 2 days ago we closed above it. Yesterday we closed inside of it, and today we are actually below it. That is really, really healthy for us if we're altcoin traders. So I do want to see this loss. I do want to see it close below here, because if we do close below here, hitting this weekly level again is, I would say, imminent at this point. So I think it looks really, really good. Let's go to the total 2 chart, see how we're doing on there. This is a weekly breaker. We closed below it last week, which is bearish. Okay, this is a bearish close. All right. However, we are fighting, trying to get back above it. So that actually is pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I did not expect it to bust above and hold above it immediately. Like, even like my chart said, I expected this, consolidate, then expand upward. So this right here may have been the consolidation, and now this may be the expansion upward. I think it's very possible. So yeah, that's what we're looking at on the total 2 chart. And obviously if we lose this, we're targeting down here. Makes sense to me. Let's see what else. Let's go to the BTC. Let's see how we're doing on Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, all right, there's a lot to go over here. There really, really is. Let's do a fresh chart. This is relatively fresh. Yeah, let's get rid of it. All right, cool. So on this chart, this, oh, that's the wrong chart. What am I looking at? I'm going crazy. About to say, I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. Bitcoin. All right, I'll use this. Okay, so this right here is a specific type of candle. Okay, this is called an inverted hammer. Now, inverted hammers are usually bearish. However, at the bottom of a downtrend, they actually are after a massive red candle like we had. An inverted hammer actually is a bullish candle, and a lot of people don't get confused on that. Inverted hammer candlestick pattern. All right, so you guys see this. This is an inverted hammer candlestick pattern. This is actually a bullish candle, and a lot of people are getting this confused, and I'm blown away as to why. If it is at the bottom of a downtrend, this sort of candle is a bullish candle. This is actually a very important thing that a lot of people are missing right now, and I don't understand how. Now, if it's at the top of an uptrend, it's called a shooting star pattern. However, at the bottom of a downtrend, this is an inverted hammer, and this actually is a bullish candle. This is exactly what we have on this pair. You guys see that? Downtrend, inverted hammer. It has a green candle, massive with the upside, rejection down. This is a bullish candle, and I don't understand why people are not getting this. So this is a great sign of the market, especially because we are sitting inside of, oh, I need to get my magnet back on. We are sitting inside of this 2-week support level with this inverted hammer. I'm actually bullish in the market right now. I think that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now on that. Let's see, let's get rid of it. So that right there is very important. Now let's go to another chart. Now, as we said, this is our major level, and we closed the weekly inside the purple. This is a neutral close. Okay, this actual close itself, it was a bullish, it did have some bullish momentum, but it never actually made much out of it. So it did close inside of this level. So right now we still have to remain neutral on the overall market based upon the price action of it. Now, once we get a close above here, then we are good to go. At that point, I think this entire thing was a massive fake out and just a massive retest of this level, and we continue upward. So let's see what happens there. All right, let's see what happens. So let's get back above here, and then we can continue upwards. Let's see. All right. On the lower time frame, if we go to the daily chart, you guys can see this 200 moving average is still holding us down. And until we get above this level, we also must use a lot of caution in the market. The 200 moving average is a very important level, and we really do need to see it busted above. Let's see how we're doing on here real quick. Okay, awesome. I want to make sure we're actually live. Cool. So yeah, once we get above this level, that'd be amazing. But until we do, we have to remain cautious. So I think that coming down here and sweeping these lows is very realistic. I really do think so. I think the sweeping the capitulation candle as well as the yearly open does make a lot of sense. So coming down here, sweeping it, continuing back up would be very healthy for the market. But do we have to? No, we really don't. All right, we really don't. Now, this is the major issue I'm having with the market right now. Okay, and this is the major issue. Actually, let's go to another chart. Find the one I'm looking for. There we are. This is the one I'm looking for. All right. This 4-hour breaker right here is providing resistance. It is providing resistance, and it is what is rejected right here. It rejected here as well as right here. But the cool part is now we have a pretty solidly developed triangle that's being formed. It didn't actually get touched. Never actually touched this level. You guys can see I had an alert set last night for here. Is my thought, if it broke below this level, then that means that all hell's going to break loose, and I was going to wake up and try to sell my position. Because at that point, I was like, well, I guess my bias, and it broke down from here because I expected it to come down in here and retest this level. And the reason why we had that level, and we also had this level, which is an all-time level on this chart. If you go back, you can see it. Touch here, and it came to here. So this is what my expectations were, because we had this trend line right here established, and we also had that long-term trend line right here. We also had an hourly breaker, which I don't think is invalid at this point. The point was, though, I expected to come down here and retest this level. It made a lot of sense because of these confluence between these two trend lines. And if we lost that, then we have a lot of problems. So I think what's going on right now is we do have some sort of a triangle being formed. The upper trend line is very easily established. 1, 2, it came back up here, retested it, and that trend line is very obvious. This one down here is also obvious, but not as much as I would like. Yeah, it's not as clean as it would have been if it came down here and gave us a solid retest. So because of that, I still think it's very possible we do come down here, have a nasty wick that comes down and taps it for a continuation upward. I think it's still possible. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's still possible, guys. I'll make that very clear. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Because usually triangles have 3-wave movements. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe. Because I don't know if I would really consider this a solid retracement. So I don't think this is actually a 1. I think the cleaner level would be 1, 2, 3. That would make the most sense to me. So I think that we might actually get a pretty massive like candle down that taps this level and then continues back upward. That would make a lot of sense to me actually. A, B, C, D, E, yeah. Or A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, either way, guys. I think that a wick down to this level is still very, very healthy. But right now, I think I can move this up a little more. And this would be my line in the sand that like, oh shit, we have problems. So that's why I have this alert set, just letting me know. So if we get below 31,840 or somewhere around there, then I'm going to go ahead and probably start dumping off my positions because my bias is incorrect. Now, can we bust above this level? Yes. However, what has to happen? We have to get above this 4-hour level. We have to break above this trend line. And the most importantly, we must get above this daily 200 moving average, which is around 41,000. And if we get above there, I would really love to see a weekly close above this purple block. All of that would really get me a lot of confidence that the bottom is in. But until we get there, you have to remain cautious in the market. All right, so that's Bitcoin. That's my thoughts on Bitcoin. So I think that downside is limited, and we may pump up from here. Make that very clear. Now, if we do break down, where are we targeting? So like I was saying, I think this levels right here, these make a lot of sense. This is the previous capitulation candle, and then this is our yearly open. Let's go here real quick, 12-month candle. Yeah, this is our yearly open. That's a very strong level, and it usually does get retested on lower time frames. However, we really haven't had a really solid retest yet, so I do want to see something come in here and sweep it. So if we come down here, sweep this low, tap that liquidity, maybe even come down here and sweep the yearly open and then pop the upside, I think that'd be extremely healthy for the market. It would build up an actual solid bullish divergence, and we can continue back up. So now if we lose that, then let's go to the daily chart. The levels I'm laying out are pretty obvious. We have right here, this is going to be a daily breaker, right? And a breaker is a break of price action, so upward, break, continuation up. Another breaker right here, upward, break, continuation up. Up, break, continuation up. You guys can see this. These massive consolidations are where the bulls and the bears had a really good fight. And because they had a really good fight on the way up, you would also assume that'd be a spot where they have a really good fight on the way down. And I know it sounds stupid, but honestly, it works out really, really well. Let's go to the weekly chart, and I can show you another one. This is the weekly 200 moving average, okay? It doesn't get tested very often. Whenever it does, it's a very, very solid support. So could it come down here, tap this we could come over here and tap the previous all-time high, which is this cluster we already talked about. But could it also come down here and tap the $13,000 level, which will be around where the weekly 200 moving average is? Yes, it can. And I don't even think it would be that unhealthy if we did. So if we lose this level, here, and here are all viable options. I really do believe that. And you must be fully prepared for that possibility. Now, if we lose the 200 moving average, then you can officially say, I think the market's absolutely screwed. But until that happens, this could be a very bullish retest, a very strong retest, and something that is going to blow a lot of people out of the water. However, it is possible. It really is possible. All right, so let's keep going through other coins I do want to go over. Band is one, actually. Like I was saying earlier, guys, it's a low market cap coin, which means it takes a lot less money to move this coin. I've owned Band for quite a while. I mean, if you go to my Discord and go to my holdings, you can see these are all the coins that I do hold. And Band is right here. So it's like about halfway down on my list. So I have held Band for quite a while. And XRP is my primary, so you know I did really well last night. However, Band is definitely something I do have a stake in. I think it has a lot of potential. So on Band, if we go to the daily, we have these breaker levels. And right now it is currently testing and rejecting off of this daily level. So that's a little bit concerning, right? We need to get above there. And if we get above there, then we can target this one. And if we get above that, then we can just keep going up. I don't think anything's going to stop us if we get above this level. So we do have some resistance here. but it did have a lot of strength whenever it did come in here. So could it continue going up? Absolutely. Let's look at the BTC pairing and see how we're looking. Yeah, same exact thing. This level is showing resistance. But if we get a daily close above this level, will we keep going up? Yes, absolutely. I think it's very reasonable to assume. But right now, we are rejecting off here. And if we get above here, their next level is going to be this major weekly breaker that's right above us. So, but that's still quite a bit of an increase. So that's going to be a 40% increase on the BTC pairing, which could be a lot more on the US dollar pairing depending upon how things play out. If we get above there, where's the next target? Next weekly breaker right up there. So if we get above this one, then our level is going to be 120%. And if we get above there, I think it's going to basically just accelerate up to the upside. So, yep. And it's such a low market cap coin like I was talking about. It's ranked 169, extremely low. So I think it has a lot of potential to actually explode. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now on Band. Let's see, what are some other big ones y'all wanted me to go over? I told my guys on Facebook to let me know which ones they want me to go over in this thing. So let's see what they got. Happy Memorial Day. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you, Brian. Let's see. If you're in the chat right now and you want me to go over a specific chart, now is the time to let me know. Because I don't know what you guys want to go over unless you tell me what you want to go over. And I'll get you guys an in-depth breakdown. And speaking of that, I will be doing videos today. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is a in-depth videos over coins that I think have some serious potential to explode. And I'm going to do a top-down analysis based from like the very, very high time frame all the way down to the low time frame, and showing as to why I think these coins do have a ton of potential and can absolutely explode. Let's go. Ooh, H-bar is starting to show some progress. All right, I like that. Yeah, H-bar is looking good. All right, it is. Ooh, is this working? Yes, it is. All right, you know what? Took a little longer than expecting, but I like that. I think it's making a good extended triangle right now. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'll take some time, but I think it has a lot of potential to keep busting out. Let's go to H-bar, BTC, and you guys can see this is what my current chart looks like for H-bar, BTC. Let's actually zoom in a little closer. So right now we're currently retesting this daily level. What is this level? Daily, weekly? I think it's weekly actually. Yep, it's weekly level. We're currently coming back in to retest this weekly level in the BTC pairing. So, do I think it's going to hold? Probably. I think it will actually. And the main reason why is you go to the lower time frame, you do have this trend line that's been established. 1, 2, 3, and it's sort of riding around this level. Now, if this one accelerates, I have a ton of confidence in this coin. I think it has insane potential. So this is my second largest holding right now. So I think this symmetrical triangle very well could break up. If it does, I think it's going to go parabolic very quickly. The reason why I say that is because it has been consolidating since 15 March. Just one big ass range right now. So for 2 months, it's basically been ranging in this area. And the longer it consolidates, just like here, the larger the expansion. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. So the longer it consolidates, the more harsh the expansion. And yeah, so we have a lot of potential with this coin. I do like this a lot. Let's go to the US dollar pairing, see what we're doing. Yeah, guys, this looks very healthy. Honestly, it does. It looks like a very solid test and retest of this trend line. And if we get above this level, like we may actually have some power with this. We have this little breaker right there. Yeah, that's where we're bouncing off of. You guys can see that breaker. It's up, break and price action, continuation up. Came up here, retested it once. I think if we retest it again, we may actually have the power to break above there. So BAM looks really good. I like this coin a lot. I think it has a lot of potential. So, all right, let's keep going on. ADA. For my boy Ruben, I know he loves his ADA, so this is for you. We are back above this key 4-hour level, and that was really nice. We have this level as a point of breakdown, which is providing a lot of resistance. And once we get above there, we have clear skies. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. But once we get above here, I think it's open skies. So we're really, really close to breaking out and having some serious upside on ADA. And if we get above there, our next target is right here, the $2 region, which is the previous point of breakdown. I think that's it. Honestly, I do. I think that's the only level we really have left on this chart. Let's go to the BTC pairing. Yeah, we are currently above this 4-hour level. The next 4-hour level is this breaker. So yeah, I think this looks really, really healthy, actually. ADA. I actually sold some ADA recently. I'm a little disappointed now. All right, well, let's go over the one I sold ADA for, because I think it's also looking really, really sexy. Go to EOS. All right. Perfect. This is the EOS chart, okay? You go in here, you can see how this trend line has been established, and it actually has been reheld. So it's currently being held pretty well, and I think it's the daily level. Yes, it is. We're below the daily on the BTC. However, this is the most important thing on this chart. If I can pull it up, log. There she is. If you zoom out a lot, let's go to the other one. Has more price action. You zoom out, 1 test, 2 test, 3 test, 4 test, 5 test. We retest it on the upside, and now we are actually busting back above. This looks extremely healthy, and I'm super, super bullish on EOS right now. And I think it is my, yeah, look at that, my 3rd or 4th highest portfolio holdings. So I do like my EOS a lot. I like my ADA, I like the HBAR and XRP. Those are the ones I'm super, super bullish on. And we have a ton of potential. So yeah, I'm being patient on EOS. The US dollar pairing doesn't look amazing right now. However, I don't even care because this chart looks so freaking bullish that I can't ignore it. I just can't. There's no way. Is there any sort of, yeah, the only real thing I have right now is we have this massive daily breaker we haven't really get above yet. Once we get above there, if we get above and close like 6.666 level, we get above there, we have this massive void. And what that means, because it drops so quickly, we don't have any real resistance here. So what would happen is that if we get above here, we'll just teleport from this level to this level, just teleport. And I'm super excited about that. So I really do want to see this happen. I think there's a lot of potential here. And on the BTC pairing, it looks so incredibly healthy that I think this one could absolutely explode. So, yep. All right, I think that's where I'm going to end it for this video. I'm going to do other videos today as well, so don't think I'm done. I'll be releasing a ton of videos, in-depth detail, in-depth breakdowns of videos or of coins that I think have a ton of potential. I have like 10 different coins that I'm interested in and I think have serious potential. So I'll be releasing those as I make them today, tomorrow, and the next day. So if you guys have questions, like always, let me know. And I'm going to let y'all go and have a great Memorial Day. And I'll be recording videos. I will see you. I'll see you on YouTube and Facebook and Discord and all those awesome places. So